Okay. Hopefully this is working right. Why? Why OBS? What's you cause me problems in the morning? No Mercy, can you put this link in Discord? Pretty please. I would really appreciate it. Ay, ay, ay. You know, it's so weird. Ever since I started doing the starting here screen, it's been messing stuff up. I really want that because it looks more professional and it's nice, but it seems to just cause me problems. Who knows? Okay, let me go over here. Do that. And we're here. Okay, good. All right, now I think this is all working correctly. Okay. Sorry, everybody. What a mess. Sounds good now. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know how my voice sounds soft because I'm like right next to the microphone and my volumes on OBS and my mic are up. So I'll have to play with that later, but it should be loud and clear. But clearly something's a little askew. Hello, Bubble. I'm so sorry, everybody. Last thing I want to deal with is technical problems. All right, let's get right in here. Let's do some lovely detailing in this area. I'm gonna take, actually, you know what I'd like to use is the larger bushes through here. I think these would actually look really nice. Space these out a bit. Beautiful. Excellent. Actually, you know, it'd be nice to get the little fall color in here and use this. Yeah, this would be really pretty. Thanks to everyone for being patient. I appreciate it very much. Not sure what was going on there. Problems are solved, yes. Everything can always be solved. I love watching all the people use this. Like our bike path and our pedestrian path, we're going to get over and detail all of that. Just very satisfying to see. Well, I have no desire for you to hook up into the bike path, but that's okay. City Skylines, we will just fudge this all the way out then. No problem. No problemo. Lovely. Getting some nice fall colors in here. I think these might be a little big for there, so I think we'll just let those be what they are. Come in here and just do a smaller size bush here. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, it's gonna be very nice when we have this bike path all detailed up. It's gonna be a very lovely bike ride. Mixing things up in there. That's very nice. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, I love that we kind of have this little park and ride on this side over here, so you can park your car here and walk over and catch the train. Okay, let's jump over to the other side here and work on this side over here. Let's grab our little fence here. And we should be able to pull this all the way through. Without much problems. And just pull that right up to there. Lovely. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. You had technical problems. Oh my gosh, Bobble, that's too funny. It is really nice to see everybody, and sorry for a little bit of the rough start here. We're getting there though. We're getting there. It happens. It's just so funny because, like I said, I tested everything, which I normally don't do. I normally just, you know, rely on OBS to remember my settings, which I guess sometimes it just doesn't do, but everything was working and then it just kind of broke down for whatever reason. That's all good. Okay, I think some nice rocks through here would be good. Just some like rock clusters. It is so satisfying to watch everyone moving about though. I'll say that's really nice. Okay, then let's go in here and let's grab a little overgrowth here. Little tall grasses. Lovely. And let's do every other with the young linden. And then let's grab the larger tree here, throw that in the mix. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, and then I think I'd also like to grab some of our rose bushes and just kind of space those out as well along our bike path here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Well, hi, Anna. Is that so? Is that so? Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's do something. Oh, yeah, we could pull through these. We do have these over here. So that would be nice. Kind of pull through the existing landscaping a little bit. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay. Let's go and grab these. Guess we could use our line tool. Space these out like 15. Yeah, that's nice. Lots of nice detailing action happening today. Much needed though. Like this bike path has been sitting here just kind of a little empty. Okay, so I think all that we do here is pull through the roses on this side. Because we already have the bushes along the back there. So I feel like kind of all it needs. Just a little extra something. And that side can just go like that. Okay. Yeah, pedestrian traffic is amazing. It's so nice to see. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, hello to, we do have a group of people that watch these back, and I'm so appreciative of that. So yes, hello to all of you, and thank you. Good reminder. Okay, that looks really snazzy. I love that it's like a lot of open green space, not really dense landscaping, makes it feel light and airy throughout that area. So I think that's really good. And then where do I want to pull? If we do this fencing here, kind of let it disappear underneath this area there, that's fine. And then I think we grab this landscaping and pull it through here. So let's do that. What do we got? We've got are, just copy what we got going on here. And then we have our larger oak trees. Can we get a smaller one? Yeah. Perfect. Excellent. And then we got these as well. Yep, that looks good. Okay, that helps clean up that side there. All right, now oh, that's right. I put the I made a little yeah, some landscaping is going to make this look a lot better too. Should we could kind of make a nice little park of this area right here. There's enough room. We might as well. You know what we could probably fit in here is one of those newer basketball courts that we got recently. That might actually look really nice. Yeah. How big are these? That's too big. This is the right size. That looks really nice. Let's make something around this. Let's pull this back. In fact, maybe we do 2 of these. Whoops. I wonder, can I put them this way? No, they're not going to like that. Can I put them this way? No, they're not. They're not very movement friendly, but that's okay. i.e., sometimes assets you can kind of pull away a bit from the road a bit. I mean, you can pull away, but like sometimes they let you have a little sideways action there. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do that. Let's grab... Yeah. Okay, let's grab a little fencing here. Yeah, let's grab a little nature reserve fence. I'll have to use move it here to get this where I want it. I'm gonna bring that up to the edge there. Lovely. Nometh, hello. Welcome on in. Actually, just gonna line that up with that. Welcome on in. Okay, and then what we can do is come in here and we can grab I'm so glad these ones are very flexible with so we're going to change this out to be the little soccer one. Yep. That's nice. Little soccer field there. I'm going to push this back to there. Lovely. And if we do another one. We can kind of make a larger field with like a net on each side, even though there are the bushes and things, but it will have the appearance of that. So I'm just actually going to move this back to here. And we're going to move this along to here. And we can move this back. And then we've got this nice big soccer field essentially. Yeah, I think that looks very nice. All right. We are on a nice little rule here. All right, and why don't we pop in a little public restroom here? Nice. If you're over here, you can just walk over here, which is great. So that is very convenient. Let's go ahead. We're going to use some surface painter here. Kind of blend this in to the basketball courts there. I feel like that's really nice. Yeah, we had a little blurb when we first started the stream, but we're going fine now. We're going fine now. Okay, let's see. Can we fit in one of Larry's little gardens here? I'm sure we can. Oh, there's also this playground, which I love. I wonder if I can put that kind of sideways. Yeah, if we did a little... Yeah, here's what we can do. Bring that road up that way. Yeah, I love this little playground here, but I'm gonna see if I can get it to cooperate without, does it have to be? Yeah, no, we need the road. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, game. Oh, it doesn't mind it if it's on an angle. What if I put this? All right, we won't mess with it. Let's put it here. And I am gonna back it up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna change this out just a little bit. This is gonna look really nice. Okay, change that one out. And we go ahead and grab okay. Let's kind of line that up to there. And if we grab one here. And we plop in one more. Create a nice little parking outside of the little playground here. Grab a little surface painter. Just let this be dirt here. That's nice. We're making use of that space. See if I can. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. That's nice. And we have that playground there. That is great. OBS is grumpy today. I agree. OBS is grumpy today. It was being a little finicky. It like just didn't want to it was working and that didn't want to work. Okay. Let's see. We've got a little soccer field, some basketball courts, playground, little public restroom. What other little park thing do I want to put in here? A little big for the tropical garden. The Japanese garden could fit. I don't know if that's exactly what I want there. Let's see what that looks like. If we do some landscaping around it, I don't think that would be bad. We back that up to there. Yeah, that could be nice. Okay, let's just grab a little surface painter here. Like so. And then maybe we do some nice foliage around this. Bring in some color. Well, it's a little big. Go into here. It's a little taller than what I want. Let's go grab lovely, lovely. And then let's just grab some good old vanilla. That's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's nice. We've made really nice use of this little space next to our bike path. Lots of nice amenities for all the folks who live down here, even though this area is already very nice. But yeah, I think that works out. A little extra parking there as well. Okay, and then we have our fire station right here. So I think we just need a little nice landscaping. Pull this together. And yeah, I remember this. We did our little sprouts with its little outdoor seating, which is also very nice. I like that. Things are coming together. Oh, that's interesting. Bobble says there was a detective series called Morse set in Oxford. The creator ended it because it made the murder rate in Oxford look sky high. A lot of times TV shows help an area like for tourism, but I guess it did the opposite in that case. My dad likes to watch, what is that show? It's about a priest who lives in a small town, but there's always shenanigans going on. What is the name of that show? It's like really, oh, I think it's like Father something. It's like but it's based on an old book series. But yeah, it just seems to be too much shenanigans for such a small area. Father Brown, yes, exactly. Brown, thank you. Yeah. Too funny. Yeah, it's interesting, like some, you know, some places, their tourism will go up because of movies and TV shows and that. But I guess that's just not always the case. There we go. That looks nice. Behind the fire department there. And I feel like here we could pop in a smidge of parking for the fire department. Would be good to have. Yeah, we can put that right in there. We use move it and we pull this back. And there's room. Whoops. Oh, let's just let that be what it is. Okay, let's just use a little landscaping here just to kind of help out this area. Nice, nice, nice. I think I'm actually gonna grab just to kind of pull that tree there that's maybe actually we use this one. Oh, that's going to cause problems on the bike path. We actually do not want that. Okay, no, we could do a center tree though. Well, this would work. Beautiful. Okay, that helps that right there. Lovely, lovely. This is looking very nicely blended in. Okay. Fantastic. I guess we could just pull through the same tree there along here, and then also I'd love to grab our birch tree as well. Pull that through. That looks very nice. Fantastic. Okay, that's very nice. That looks good. You're trying to learn and sound British? Learning new languages is a task. It is a task. Father Brown rides a bicycle to solve his crimes. Correct. Yeah. It's interesting too, like, you know, yes, hi Anna. Hello. Nice to see you. Hello. Hello. You know, in America, it's such a huge place, and depending on what state you live in, like, we have different accents over here that you can kind of like identify. Oh, this person is probably from this area and this area, and that goes for like everywhere, because like even like there's different versions of like UK accent that can identify you to certain places as well. And it's just, language is so interesting. It's all depending on where you grew up, what you're surrounded by, and I mean, of course, duh, but it's just also, it's just really fascinating. Language is, yes, hi. Anna speaking her language right now. Yes, hello. Hello. Hi. Okay. All right, go lay down. And I just, thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. I just admire people who take the time to learn different languages and dialects, and it's just not easy, you know. It is not an easy thing to do. I think it's well worth it. Oh, I think this is too many. I think every other would be nice, actually. Yeah, just very impressive. Okay, that looks nice there with the little farmer's market. And then we've got our little police station over on this side here. Okay. On this side, do I want to do any kind of park thing over here? I mean, we could do a little something. There's like a little room in here for a little park that we could do. Let's grab a little dirt path here and let's just... do a little recreational walking path through here. And we're going to need to grab our fence again. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's grab... let's grab 3 of these. Oh good, it gave us 3 different kinds. And we can kind of blend these in, move them around a little, make a little nice little... oh, you know, there's the other one too. Let's do the little lake as well. And then we can kind of blend these into a little park space. We've done that before. That will be very nice. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is pull this back. Let's put our lake here. And then what we can do is wind our dirt path around. And then with some lovely landscaping, we can really blend this all in and make it feel really nice. And then we'll have to hop over and do our bike path on the other side. So that's our main intention, but this little area needs some love as well. So we'll get that in there. Let's go into here now with these bushes. Kind of pop these along the back here, like so. And we've used our rose bushes in this area, so let's do that again. Kind of pulling those through the front here. grab this bush as well. Okay. And some grasses back here. Okay, and then some of this. Pull this through. Lovely, lovely. And then let's do these. Little fluffy trees. Nice little fluffies. Let's actually grab a little bit, yeah. A little fern action. I wish we had, that was the one thing I wish, you know, with this being a Pacific Northwest build, I know we use these little ferns in a lot of places, but I kind of wish we had some larger sizes of ferns. But this was nice. This was nice. Okay, let's grab. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, a few little low trees there. It actually looks really nice. I think we just need some rocks in here now. Okay, that looks really nice. Love that. Let's blend in this little area over here now. Very nice, very nice. Oh, and someone's already using our little path. Gotta love that. Making progress. We're making progress. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, we just need a little bit more here and there. Gonna help blend that in. Oh, and then we also need to pull through our rose bushes as well. What a lovely, nice little path. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay. Walk all along this. You've got some little nice little park amenities here. Yeah, this looks nice. We need some rocks down in this area though. Fluffy trees. Yes, always love a fluffy tree. I love lurkers in live streams. I'm a lurker myself. And not just like with City Skylines content. I have a couple, I'm a watch backer too. There's a few other live streamers that do stuff on other topics. And I really enjoy it. Very fun. Okay. This looks nice now. Yeah, that's really cute. What is this house doing here? This, we must have a little issue with that there. And the other thing, I don't like all this open space. Like, these have all leveled up and they didn't get the nice backyard. So we are going to, I'm gonna pause this for a second. We're gonna fix this and make this look, it's like, see how these blocks are all nice and filled? Yes, Anna. What do you need? Hold on. Do you need a treat? Okay, 1 second, everyone. Okay, Hannah got her tree and some more water for her bowl. Yeah, lots of time lurking, exactly. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's first see, what do we have here? We've got, yeah, let's, got some wonky zoning here as well, but I think we can use, yeah. There we go. And then what we can do is grab palm trees and just kind of fill those little spaces, since we've got a little bit of an awkward block here. And then up here we can probably do bunch of some little 2x2s. You can fit a 3x3 here. We definitely can. Here we go. That's fine. It's being a little difficult. I'm gonna scooch you over. Move you down here. And we can fit another 2x2 there. Sharing a little fence action there, that's all right. Okay, and this will grow in, and that's fine. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this was a fun little compact little park complex to put together. Fit it all in a block, but it worked. It worked. We have all of our nice big park space back there as well. Okay, that all is looking nice now. Yeah, this would be such a nice area to live too. You've got the lovely quays you can walk on. You've got nice little commercial center here with a really beautiful park in the middle. And then you've got a direct bus over into the main part of the town, then access to the bike path. Like this direct access to the bike path would make living here so worth it. And if y'all remember, this is my little house right here. My cute little house that's like it's just like a vanilla in the middle of all these other homes. But there it is. Next to the farmer's market and right on the water. That's how I like it. Okay. If only in real life, that would be nice. All right. Switching focus back to our bike path here. All right, so probably what we want to do, oh, we can press play now again, is get a fence all the way along here. That's step one. Let's just zoom out and we could do the whole kit and caboodle. I love using the zoo fence along the railroad tracks. I think it looks really nice. Get a little bit of a curve here. Lovely. Okay, and if you lived near any of these homes, you'd want to be able to hop right onto the bike path. So let's fix that. So that's the big part of the amenity of living right on the bike route. Okay, let's see, what landscaping do we have in this area? Okay, so very much our fall themed, so I think that's what we should pull through this area. Steve, thank you so much. That's going into the Anna Treat Fund. I really appreciate it, as does Anna. Yes. I have, yes, there are a few streamers who are also really nice to watch at bedtime and just kind of fall asleep. And I actually hope I'm one of those, because, you know, I like to build in a very like chill way, and I hope that it's relaxing, because it's, you know, 98% of the time playing City Skylines just mellows me out, decreases my stress. So, you know, I hope it does the same for others as well. Like, especially like a project like this where we're just essentially doing some landscaping. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay. Okay, but then we also need some big fluffy trees in here as well. I'll have to go in and make sure that none of these are hanging over the railroad track. I have a feeling some of them are, so we might need to change it up, but let's get them in here and let's take a look. Oh, actually, pretty good. That's actually really nice. Okay. I'm actually very happy with that. All right, that's pulling through that nice fall landscaping there. And then here we're just riding the fence, but that's fine. Let's just grab a few of these for along there. Okay. All right, and then we've got the back of our university here along the bike path. So yeah, let's just pull this through here as well. Make sure we're pulling through our fall colors. Okay, that's nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's catch a little bike ride so far before we move forward. Let's just see what this is feeling like. And I can catch up in comments. Okay, let's take a nice little bike ride here. Yeah, Bobble says, I'm somewhat chatty but easily distracted. Yeah, exactly. It is a safe place, and I do have your back. Absolutely. Ooh, some of these trees are hanging over the bike path. We do need to fix that. So it wasn't bothering the train, but it was hi, Anna. Was going over the bike path. 100%. I've got everyone's back. I mean, unless you're being a jerk, and then. But we don't have that happen here very often in the stream here. Oh, we got some little trees. So this is why it's good to do this, because then you can kind of see, do you have any trees that need a little trimming? Well, that actually looks really cool with the basketball courts and those things there. That actually looks really nice. Okay, I like that. Oh yeah, this feels so much better than before. And I didn't even realize we have this straight on view of this large industrial piece right there. But that's kind of interesting. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see if we can grab a ride on the other side now. We still got to do this area over here. Yes, Anna, I hear you, but nothing's happening right now. We got lots of people coming through here. Let's grab you. Oh, this is also very nice through here. Very, very nice. Yep, and then we're back on our bridge going the other direction. That's very nice. Okay, so we've got a few trees here that are, this one's not bad. These here are a bit much, so we're going to need to move these a little. Let's slow this back down. Okay, and then definitely through here, we had a few of these that are just hanging over a bit too much. Let's get a nice overhead view here, and we can kind of that's fine. That's okay. I think it was down in here, right? Yeah, this one here. I think this one just has to go. Yeah. I'm just hanging over a bit too much. Yeah, I was really hoping to have these here, but I think we just need to kind of stick with the kind of skinnier trees here. But we can do that. What we'll do is we'll actually blend in some of these here, and that will be a nice little addition. Still help bring down the noise from, you know, the homes that live here near the railroad track. Okay. that is very nice. Oh, it feels so good to get this detailed now. So, so nice. Okay, let's actually, before we move on that way, let's actually fix up this area here. Anna can be quite loud when she wants something. Well, I also recently made some audio updates so that I would be clear and there'd be less kind of like background noise. So maybe the settings are too intense. I'll have to take a look at it. Okay. Put some nice little landscaping in here. Okay. All right, and I think we do something similar in here. Yeah, I'll definitely go back and take a look at my new OBS audio settings and maybe just adjust them slightly. Find the right balance in between. I'm trying to remove background noise and then just making my voice clearer. It's all about figuring it out, getting a good balance. Let's actually get some oak trees in here as well. Yeah, when I tested my audio settings myself, when I updated my settings in OBS, they sounded so much better and like crisper and cleaner, and that's really what I wanted. But clearly you need to make some small little adjustments. Okay. Yeah, I think we just continue this landscaping vibe here along this part of the bike path. cannot believe, I know I keep saying this, but like, I just am so excited where Cider River has landed and just how everything on this map has just come together so nicely, and it's such a great map. This is the Tabletop Mountains, and just building along the river like this, it's really been a super fun project. It's been so nice. And just also leaning into the fall colors. And the Pacific Northwest vibes. Just the whole thing has made it so enjoyable. Really has been fun. Really has been fun. And like, we got a bit more to go, but we're getting close to finishing, which is exciting as well. Okay, I think that's nice. I might do something more. Actually, I wonder if we just kind of clean this up here. Messing with water is never a good idea, but I just think we could probably kind of clean this up like this. Speed this up. Just like let the water come to the cliff's edge, essentially. Yeah, that'll be nice. That will be nice. Okay. All right. And then in this little spot here, like we should do something, maybe a little cafe or something. What could fit here? Could the small, I feel like we could make the small cafe fit. But we could also just grab we could do the little, you know what might be really nice here is a gas station. Yeah, it's kind of a great spot for a gas station, honestly. Let's go into here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's mark this historical. Let's turn this around. I'm gonna put this in the corner here, like that. And move that up. Let's just grab a little surface painter here. Yeah, it's a great spot for the gas station. Center this up a little bit. Actually, let's pull this. Let's do this. Pull this to the side here a little bit. Let's see if we can't fit the little drive-through restaurant. I feel like that's, we typically have done that next to the gas stations, but I feel like that would be such, there's a smaller one, such a nice little thing just to have. Yeah, this will definitely fit here. I just feel like that's really useful. facing the road this way. Yeah, that works. That works. That's nice to have. Okay, I gotta clean this up. Gooch-you. Gooch-you. Lovely. Okay, now we can tie a nice little bow on this area. Will I be building the moon rocket launch? I don't think I'm gonna do the rocket launcher on this map. Just not my vibe. Not my vibe. Space scares me. I have no desire. But also, I just think, like with Cider River, I feel like it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? Kind of like with the vibe. At least for me. Okay, so... and we've got this long patch here. Do we do anything with this, or do we just keep it like a landscaped area? It's not a lot of room here. I think we just keep it landscaped. I think that's what we do. Yeah. And I think actually we could yeah, let's just do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this landscaping. We're gonna do a little cheating today. We are gonna grab a little section here. We are gonna go copy. Okay, we'll have to go clean things up along our path a little bit, but that's really nice. And we didn't spend 2 hours doing it. Okay. Just a few little spots here. Not bad. Need a little cleanup. Okay, there we go. All right, so one thing I talked about last time is I kind of wasn't a fan of the bike path coming all the way over here because we do have our, what do you call it? We have our, why am I blanking on this? What this is called? Our cable car. We have the cable car that goes across there. So I think this is where kind of like this bike path begins on this little bike road area. So we are going to, and I know people are using it, but of course they will. I think this is where this ends. I do not think this goes all the way. Plus, we want to encourage folks to use the cable car and also, you know, hopping on the train. Well, they can. Here's the metro as well. Okay. That feels much better to me than having all that there. Okay. And then we can bring this on here. I'll have to do some cleanup here, but that works. That works. Okay. Let's just grab our tree brush here and kind of clean up along the waterfront here. Lovely. That just blends everything in so nicely. Oh, do an encore stream where we do some craziness. Well, remember, I do want to do, we definitely could do that because I do want to do, I want to like check out our traffic by turning despawning off and see how we survive. Petition to name all the cable cars the Wireways. That's funny. Wireways. That's funny. That is very funny. Okay. Oh, that's right. I put this road down so we could. So let's get rid of that. Okay. This is all looking very nice now. All right, we've got this little area here along the waterfront. And I think we could just, I changed this. We had this looking a little different before, but I wanted to clean it up. It was just a bit too much. I wonder if we could fit warehouses would fit nicely if we brought a little road back. That's actually not a bad little bit there. There's also, we could bring a road. Ooh, that might be nice. Good spot for a warehouse. If we go with our little 1U here. And we just bring this out straight. Oh, that's actually really nice. Almost want to scooch this down and do 2 of them in this area. Or maybe what we do. That actually fits really nice. Okay, and then we can just bring our landscaping up to here. That's fine with me. Let's fix this though. Bring that up. Lovely. Okay. And we can just do some good old commercial zone goods. Okay, that works. That's nice. Okay, and then let's just let's grab this. Page that up. And then what do we got? We could do, yeah, we could do some 3x4s. Probably look really nice. Not mad about that. Mark those historical so they don't change. Grab a little surface painter here. Clean that up in the middle. Like that. And then we could just bring through this nice landscaping here. I think that works very nicely. Do some more rocks. Big rock. Lovely, lovely. Little bushes. Okay. That is very nice. Lovely. Okay, that's that little area done. All right, so what do we want to do with this area? We do have our lovely roadside discount shopping mall. This ATM is just never happy. It's never ever happy, so we're gonna ditch it. It is not happy, so that's fine. We'll just leave that little ice truck by itself. This area turned out so cute. I love this. all the gas stations and things. Wireways. We can definitely rename them wireways. I do like that. That's very fun. Oh, you love the combo of the... Yeah, me too. This combo right here, it does so good for traffic too. This is a favorite of mine as well. It's a circular jug handle, which I think is unique. And then you've got the roundabout also, because you have cars coming off of the highway. We've got this big industrial area here. We need local access, but then also access to our elevated highway that goes over the giant university that we still have to detail. And then this road going out over to other areas and stuff. Yeah, this is a favorite of mine too. And like, traffic just moves so smoothly through here. It's very satisfying to watch if we put this up on 3-speed. Just to watch everyone move around. And yeah, it's very nice. Keeps traffic moving. It's very, very satisfying. As I say that, and now we have an intersection blocked. It's unblocking itself. It's nice though. This, like, if we turn despawning off though, I am curious to know how Cider River would fare. Should we put, you know, we've got some commercial and some services. This is a nice spot along the water. Should we put maybe some like apartment complexes out here? I know it's kind of a weird spot, but you've got access to the bike. We could make this little bit a local road instead of the highway piece. And then we could do like an apartment complex down here. I think that would be, I mean, it's a valuable piece of land, even though it's next to all this industrial stuff, but we could do a little bit of nice landscaping around here. I think we should. I think we should. Okay, so if we are going to turn this into a nice local road, I feel like we do a nice little 4-way situation, or 2 lanes in each direction. The other thing is, yeah, let's just grab this road here. We can use, actually we should use an asymmetrical here. Yeah, if we left enough space, we could back up some apartment buildings, back it up to the key. And we could actually swap this out for a key that's walkable. Yeah, let's do that. And then if we go to there, and then just get a little bit of a curve here. Back to straight. There. Yeah, you could have some nice apartments that back up to the quay. And then we could definitely do some fencing along this side and also move the zoning there as well. Okay, I think this will be nice. Mention Shannon and Chris. Always. I don't think they're here today, but they may or may not watch back, which is great. Bachelor pads for blue collar employees. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, exactly. It is kind of a different place to have a I want to be able to hook them right up to the path there. It's kind of a different place to have something like this, but I feel like why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, let's pick out some apartments. Definitely want to go with some 4x4s. I do like these ones. I don't know if they're the right fit. I don't mind going for some good old vanilla apartment buildings. There's also the emerging downtown, which could also be very nice. We've done those a lot though. These ones do have, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing some vanilla apartments. These are nice. They have the parking along the back. Yeah, maybe. These ones are also, oh, I actually like these ones. These ones feel, it's like they're not new apartments, you know? They're older apartments. And then there's also this one as well. Not a fan of that one. I think these ones like feel good for the area. Yeah, I kind of like these. I do like these. And then Yeah, we can do like the parking lots in the middle there. A little repeated apartment pattern. Oh no, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Those are sinking into the ground a little bit. We might need to do a little bit of smoothie smoothing to get these to look nice. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do these here. Something nice about a repeated pattern, though. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Let's do these ones here. I like the little color variation too. And we do have the public transit that comes through here, so we could also I thought we had a bus that came through here. We have a bus that comes through here. Okay. We can definitely pull this bus through our shopping center and then over here, because then this does plug you into our major, like then you're only a bus ride away from this major hub. And then you're also plugged into the bike network. So I think that'll actually be really great. Okay, I like these here. Let's maybe find something a little different for along here. I am going to grab this and let's see if we can't. That's gonna be the problem, yeah. All right, well, messing stuff up already. I think we'll just leave it as it is and not mess with it. Not mess with it. Okay, yeah, let's figure out, let's do actually some, let's do some 3x3s. I know there's some good vanilla apartment buildings that are 3x3s too. Yeah, there's this one. These ones are nice. Do we want to do these? Also these ones. I kind of like those. we did kind of do them across from the parking lot so that way they are not blocking the view, so that way everyone has a view. That's actually a really nice way to do it. I'm probably way more considerate than a developer would normally be, because they would just want to pack people in. But if we can kind of line these up with these parking lots, yeah, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. Okay. And then we could center these. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want these here, now that I think about it. I kind of want something that's like a 2x3. We could find a low apartment building, maybe that would fit. Those are just as tall. Okay, what about a 2x2? There's these little funky ones. There's also those. Kind of not what I'm looking for, though. I mean, we could do a Brooklyn and Queens. I do kind of like the idea of not blocking the view, though. These are kind of interesting, though. Not these. Oop, messed that up. I think we just go with these. I think that's what we do. We can do some sort of nice detailing in between. I feel like that would look nice. Okay, I feel like we could do something with this. Yeah, we definitely could. Yeah, we could do some, oh, sorry, Jumpy. We're next to the, yeah, we could definitely throw in some mix of these little parks. Do a mixture of different ones. A little outdoor gym action. Playground, another basketball court, Yeah. That actually looks really nice. Okay. Then what we can do is grab our surface painter and can very carefully draw these out and then attach right up to key wall. Just takes a little patience with the surface painter. And like awesome amenity. Even if you're in this kind of industrial area, you've got this wonderful key you can go walk on. That's pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. And you know what we can do? We can pull these away enough, and then we could do a little bit of parking out front. That would actually be very nice. Yeah, we could actually do that. Well, or we could do these single ones too. Do a little covered parking. What would that look like? That could be nice. It's not very much parking though. I think honestly, what would probably make more sense if we went ahead and moved. Let's see if we can do it without making the key mad. Oh, we can. We just move these all back a little bit. Then we can do Larry's nice parking all along the front, which would be very nice. Very, very, very nice. I want to leave a little bit of space. Okay, and I can go in and fix all of these so they look really nice. Okay. Yeah, because I want to have a little bit of space you can walk in between. Go back to a little green space there. There's also, yeah, those are just doors along the front though. Do I like this? This is not going to line up exactly on each one then. That one in the middle then. Okay. It's all right. It's not going to look as perfect as what I was wanting, but I think it works. I don't know. What do you guys think? Apartments together, togetherments. That's too funny. Welcome on in. I'm so glad you're catching a stream and nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're kind of trying to do a little repeated pattern with these apartments here, and I'm just not sure if I'm feeling these parking out front of the apartments. I'm just not sure if I'm feeling it. I think what I might do, if I like centered them, would that make me happy? No, it's bothering me. I think what I need to do is do the I think if we did yeah, I think I'm gonna ditch the parking idea for these. The game doesn't need that much parking, and there is parking we've fit in here, so I think I'm just going to let those be what they are. Let's bring these back up close again so they're gonna look really nice. Yeah, some nice landscaping. We'll bring this all together and make it look, and we can do some little detailing in here as well. But yeah, I like these apartment buildings here. I like the coloring and the vibe. It's kind of a nice little spot for them, so I dig it. Okay, we don't have to have this on pause. Oh, we do need to mark all these historical though. Did I mark all of these? I didn't mark these ones. Okay, let's mark these. And I would like a little more color variation here. Can we get this one to be a different color at least? There we go. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna end up looking really nice. All right, we can hit play on that. Where's this road going to end up? I think or maybe it dead ends. Maybe it just dead ends there, honestly, because I don't want trucks using that as a through way. So yeah, maybe we just do some really nice landscaping here like we did here. Do a nice little walking path. That's what we'll do. And then on this side, we can definitely have our apartments continue over here. I think this is looking very nice. maybe on this side is where we go ahead and yeah, we could do no, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. All right, let's space these out a little bit better since we got one at the end there. Okay, there we go. Ooh, actually, maybe right here at the end we do those smaller apartment complexes that I liked. Mark this one historical. There was those other, yeah, these ones. These look really cute. Yeah, these look very nice. Fantastic. And then what we can do here is here we can grab nice extra parking there. Yes, yes, this is looking nice. This is looking nice. Scooch these over a little bit. We can fit this right in here. Oh, maybe we need to do there we go. Lovely. Okay. These are very cute. I like this a lot. Okay, let's grab our surface painter here so we can attach this all to a lovely key. Great amenity out back. Love that. Okay, we will grab our nice little farm fence that we used before and put that on this side of the road as well. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I like this little collection here. They're kind of colorful. Kind of like doing its own thing. We need another little park here just to match all this up. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay. Bye, Greg. See you later. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Okay. Things are shaping up. Things are shaping up here. Let's go ahead and I think what we want to do actually is have this path come down to the intersection here. Instead of right here, because essentially we're prioritizing these people being able to walk up here and get onto the our bike highway network. Yeah. And this is where we want pedestrians crossing down here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a little landscaping going. A little overlap happening here. This is going to blend everything so nice. Some very simple landscaping in here, nothing crazy. Just copying what we have on the other side here. Pulling that through. And the reason we can bring these apartment complexes out here is because we did pull through all these little service buildings here. So they are actually close to, like, you've got a little medical clinic here and all of that good stuff. So that worked out really nicely. Okay. Hey. And also, like, we've got all this lovely little shopping here, little restaurants as well. So easy walk. Even though this is a highway. Easy walk across the street to get to all of that. So that's good. Okay, let's blend in this little bit down here, and then we'll pull our bus through here and figure out where that is exactly going to go. That's going to be important. I wonder, can we fit maybe a little, yeah, these parks are too big. This one's not too big though, but I don't think that'll fit there. I'm wondering. Kind of bring something to the end of the street here. But you know what? We're not going to force it. We're just going to landscape. Just blend that all in. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna let this just be some just open green space here, but I will take our little fence here. That was a big miss that you can't then attach on to, but I guess we'll just put on the road there. Like attach onto these fences. I mean, with Move It you can, but it's a little funky, but that's all right. Okay, that looks nice. Oh, you know, we have room down here. We could put a little I could put the little cafe down here. I think it'd be so nice to have. I'm gonna plop this here. We're gonna use Move It. Have like a little cafe. Oof. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. I apologize. And now let's see what style we want for here. There's that one. There's this one. I think we want this one. Kind of like low key. You know, also this could, it's a cafe, but almost, and it has the nice seating area, but almost could be like a, like the office space for all of these apartment complexes. And then there's the little space you can rent from the apartment complex. So that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, and now that means we have this nice little path here that we can grab from this side. Well, I know that this hooks up to here. Why is this being weird? Okay, there you go. Give ourselves a nice okay, nice little recreational path, and now we will do, we're gonna yeah, we're gonna let that be nice. What we'll do is on this side we'll just do low vegetation, and on this side is where we'll bring the higher vegetation, and that's gonna end up looking really nice. And someone's already using that walking path. That's fantastic. Ooh, actually, I might want to do something a little different here, right next to the cafe. Or our pseudo office space. Yeah, I mean, this is great for helping to kind of get more workers in this area too. And there was the room for it, so why not? Okay, a few more bushes here. Okay, there we go. That's lovely. Okay, all right, so now we've got our little office here, community space for the apartment complex kind of vibe. And then I think we could probably do something right here as well, especially if we brought this. Yeah, we're gonna just jump this back a little bit. We're gonna squish that there. Just sneak this in. Bring that back. Sorry, this is so jumpy. Then we could do, yeah, this is what I was thinking. The Catfish Cafe would actually look so nice down here. This is the problem when we're getting down to like filling in all these little spaces. There's not a lot of spaces to like drop something down. This is going to be jumpy because of Move It, and I apologize. I apologize. Okay, and then just bring this up. Like, what a nice little spot right by the water. Lovely. Okay. Oh, you know what I want through here actually, which would look really nice, is the grass texture. There we go. That's what I want. Pull that through to there. It's a little much, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay. And then we could bring through the birch trees just to help blend in what is already on this asset. Not bad. Okay, and then we can bring in our surface painter. Right to there. Okay, things are looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm gonna bring the landscaping quite far enough, but that works. Okay. Very nice. Did I mark that historical? Yes, I did. Okay. Just a nice little amenity for all these apartments. I mean, you've got all these nice little parks, but now you got a little spot there. Okay. I think this turned out very cute. Hopefully you guys will like it. Take you to Funky Town. Oh goodness. Okay, and then I think, yeah, I wonder if we can do a little bit of cheating here. I feel like we're not going to be able to yeah, that's going to be really hard to do that. Okay, we'll just do these individually. I was going to try to do some copy pasting, but that is just going to be too tricky. Let's just bring these along the back. Very nice. Okay, and then let's go in here and let's grab our grass. And just pull that through. Doesn't need to be as intense as we just did on the other. I think that works. Okay, and then I do want to pull through. I think these are just so cute. Little ferns. Detailing next to the key is like, it can be a little bit challenging. Okay, there we go. Oh, that looks really sharp now. I like that blends in really nicely too. What do we think of our little apartments? I love how colorful they are too. Kind of a little interesting spot to have like a little apartment complex, but oh, the bus. We need to pull through our bus. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the bus to pull through. Yeah, this bus is... there is this blue bus line though. That could come this way. Maybe what we do is we pull both. This is what we do. Let's take this. We're gonna make should we bring this through? That's a question. This really is for the industrial, but it does make some other stops. Okay, let's put it there because you could definitely walk across the street and grab that bus if you wanted to, but then let's also bring this blue bus here. Let's grab this and bring this into our, yeah, let's bring it so it stops. Does it stop in the shopping area behind the, yeah. The shopping area behind the, yeah, that's great. So then if you're in the apartments here, you can walk and grab this bus, or you can walk and grab this bus. And both those buses plug into our larger transportation network. Yeah, I feel like that's nice. Yeah. That works. That works. And of course you're right along our bike path there. Yeah. Very, very nice. Okay, let's grab a bike ride. Woohoo. Okay. Someone right there. I don't know where they're going, but hopefully they're going on a long bike ride. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be a nice apartment complex to live in. I mean, even though you're right next to industrial, but you've got that little kind of antique mall discount shopping place right across the street. You've got the gas station. You're really close to services. You're right next to this our bike highway essentially. Lots of park space. You're on the water. Be a very nice place to live, minus the industrial noise. Oh no, where's this person going? Well, let's follow them for a second. I really just want to ride our bike network. We're gonna abandon you. Let's find the next rider here. It always happens though when you are looking for someone to follow around in a specific place. It never happens. Come on, give us a biker. Part of the map is very quiet. All right, I guess we could go to the other side. Oh wait, there's someone. Which way are you going? No, you're going that way. Okay. All right, let's go to the other side. Oh yeah, we still need to detail along all of this too. We have not done that. All right, let's see if we can catch. Oh, I forgot about that big long stretch we still have. Let's see, we wrote all of this. Let's see if we can get, because I know people will bike all the way. Let's see if we can't get someone coming on down on this side. Oh, and why do we have this funky? Okay, I see. It needs to be that. All right, let's grab this. Let's catch our bike ride this way. We gotta trim some trees. At least one so far. Oh, night view. Yes, we could definitely do a night view as well. I'm happy to do that today. We can definitely do a night view. Yeah, the reason I love having these long pedestrian bike networks is because it's such an added benefit for the recreation of it all. Like when you have these really nice long bike ride paths, it's just such a value add to the community. And not only, you know, people use it to commute, of course, in the game and get from point A to point B, but it's just so nice to have these recreational uses. I'm gonna speed us up a little bit, going a little slow. But yeah, and this looks great with all the foliage. We need to do some cleanup along this. And yeah, this looks really nice though. Except it would be nice to have a bit more of a water view, so I might pick some points to thin out the landscaping so that you could enjoy the view of the water. when I go along and do some cleanup along here, which is needed. Oh, I didn't do any fencing in this little area. Okay, that's another little spot I'm gonna need to do. Yeah, I don't mind when it encroaches a little bit. You are right. It does make it feel more realistic when there's a little bit of overgrowth on the path. You just don't want it to be too much. Too much. Okay. Well, I think we got... I mean, I know we got a lot done today that I wanted to get done. Especially... finally kind of complete. Now this area feels complete right here. It doesn't have that big gaping hole. I also love our road network through this area. We've got this coming underneath the highway here. Now we've got this direct connection into our other little highway on the outside, and just the this little area especially I'm very fond of. This is when we newly got the emerging downtown. So much fun to play with. With this nice pedestrian area. Yeah. Such a cute little area. Turned out really nice with the little university assets sprinkled in. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. And this house is supposed to be there. I think that was the house for Greg. That red one. That looks a little out of place. But yeah, everything is now blending in so nicely. So we've got this last stretch here. I'll probably do that off camera just to knock that out so we can finish and complete that. But yeah, now this area feels more complete with the apartments we put in. Little extra warehouses. That's really nice. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning, hopefully with no technical difficulties at the beginning. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.